Listen, man, I love that week 1 victory, right? But it's something that's really scratching my brain that I don't understand, and I hope the league doesn't catch up with, but they probably will. Let's talk about it.
A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General. Also, a fourth for the Better Bird podcast. See us pre-game and post-game. We do our podcast. We do our thing there. We speak on what we think is going to happen before the game and what we seen happen during the game. And we talk about what's coming up next and things like that. Make sure y'all tune in. If you want to get the Yo Dat merch, got the Yo Dat hat right here. And also other flavors, colors like now latest. All you got to do is hit the link below. It will be in the description. And I'm going to pin the comment also. You go there. You can buy the Philly Fresh, the Yo Dat merch. It is all there. Fresh fact of the day. I have not been giving y'all fresh facts. Just got out the hospital, but it is what it is. Fresh fact of the day. And it's funny because I experienced it today. If you let somebody do something, they will continuously do it. And I said that to say this. I'm coming out of the Wawa. I hold the door for an older lady. You know what I mean? I hold the door for a woman. And she doesn't say thank you. So in my head, I'm like, oh, baby, she's busy. In her head, she got a lot going on, yada, yada, yada. I didn't say anything. Lo and behold, on the way out, it's the same scenario. She's right behind me. I grab the door, right? I pull it open. I let her go first. She just walks through, doesn't say anything. This time, I say, you're welcome. She said, for what? I said, when somebody holds the door for you, the response is to say thank you. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. And as a woman, as a human being, you're supposed to thank that person that did that. Because it is some men out here that will slam the door in your face, that will not only go through the door first, but make sure it's closed on you. So she looked at me like I was crazy, like I had this 8 heads and was saying something wrong. But I let her get away with it the first time, and she did it again. So those who you let do something to you the first time, and you don't even say anything, you don't check the situation, they will do it again. Just letting you know that. Fresh fact of the day, man. All right, let's get into the video. I am very not confused. I get it. I understand. And it did work, especially on the first 2 plays. Quez Watkins screens. But JJaw think a Whiteside is only in there to be blocking. He did not have a target. Obviously, he didn't have a catch. He did not have a target. He didn't even have a ball thrown about 10 yards near him at all. And to me, the 49ers and the rest of the league will get a hold of that. Now, JJaw think a Whiteside was in there more on running plays, but he also was in there on screens. So my thing is the 49ers going to look at that tape and say, yo, when number 19 comes in, it's either a screen or it's a running play. And that's going to be a problem. So are they saying we're not even going to have to pay attention to this kid? And that could hurt you. Because it ain't like the kid can't catch. He can catch. You just got to put him in predicament to where as though he's not running a crisp route. But or is it going to be a way for these defensive coordinators starting off with the San Francisco 49ers to figure out a way to where as though, all right, when JJaw think of Whiteside, we know it's a run or we know it's a screen. So we're going to play either flat back or we're going to play a 4-3 instead of a 3-4, switch it up when he's on the field, because you're kind of showing your hand, and Atlanta didn't get it. Maybe they did get it, but he couldn't stop it. I don't know. But this is why I wanted Fulgham instead of JJaw Whiteside. We seen what Fulgham did last year, blocking all the way down the field. What was that? The Baltimore Ravens game, blocking the guy all the way down the field. Now, JJaw Whiteside did that too. He definitely did that too. And I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, you're looking at it, you're like, damn, Fulgham gave you more. He might have not gave you more in practice, but he definitely gave you more on game time. And I do understand this is a new regime, and they're looking at what they're looking at. They're probably not really looking at the game tape from last year because, oh my gosh, it was horrible. But at the same time, Travis Fulgham was a bright spot in that situation. Now we're looking at a situation to where, though, JJaw Whiteside is not getting any targets, so obviously he's not getting any receptions. He's not helping in the receiving game. He's helping in the running game. Cool. You're sitting there blocking. He can't play special teams. So to me, I'm not going to lie to you. If they're not going to throw JJaw Whiteside the ball, maybe they do this week. Hopefully we'll see. He is taking up space to me. That is a spot that a guy like Jordan Howard can take up. A guy like a power back that we needed from last week. Shout out to Joey Shakes. Watch his video. He definitely was right. When you look at those game wells, those 3rd-and-1s, those 4th-and-2s, and stuff like that, where we would stop. If you got a power back in that situation, instead of having JJaw Whiteside out there doing nothing, then it's probably going to turn into first downs. Not saying Gainwell didn't put his all into it, but sometimes if you're not built like that to drag a guy 3 to 4 yards, you're just not built like that. And we know Jordan Howard is, and we seen what he has done after contact. He was. Hold on, y'all. Listen, strawberry and dragon fruit. Wow. Go get you some. I'm trying to tell you. Refresher. Yes. All right. Yeah, fresh. You already know. But so basically, all right, let's get back to it. Sorry, y'all. So basically, you got a guy in Jordan Howard who's supposed to be getting burned. And you got him on a practice squad, but you got a guy in JJaw Whiteside that all he does is block. To me, that's fishy. And I get it. He's a 2nd-round pick, yada, yada, yada. Whatever the case may be, you're trying to squeeze every drop out of the lemon. I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, is it going to benefit your team in the long run? Or is it going to make things harder for other wide receivers and running backs because now they know plays when JJaw Whiteside gets steps on the field? It's things that stuff like that, you got, especially if you're not going to throw him the ball. Now, if you would have threw him a couple balls, pause, that would have been different. If you would have set some plays for him, that'd be different. Hopefully they do that this week, and then I have a different mindset. From what I seen last week on Sunday, 1:00 to 4:30, he had no targets. He was a statue out there unless he was blocking. And you cannot have that in the NFL. You can't have that in the NFL, especially when you're dealing with a new regime. You're dealing with a new head coach. You're dealing with a new a quarterback. You know what I mean? That's new to running the NFL team. If he got a guy out there that he's not even throwing a football to, it's weird. It's weird. You don't see that on no teams. A guy just out there just to block unless he's a tight end. That's it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Let me know how y'all feel about JJaw Whiteside. Like I said, I get it. I get it. But I don't. This dude need to be, if not getting the ball thrown to, he need to be on a freaking practice squad. Y'all already know what it is, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.